We're on?
Yep.
We're on again. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, in whatever land this is, we're going to make another video, and it's a sad one. It's very sad because back in 1975, I made this bass. This is the very first bass I made in 1975. And somebody got a hold of it and did some serious damage, you know. And we're going to cut the neck off and make a new neck for it. But before we do that, I want everybody to meet my friend Chelsea. You guys out there who've been writing to Chelsea and letting her know all your stuff, you know, this is her. And she's gorgeous. Look at Miss Chelsea. This is my girl. See that?
Thanks, Carl. I love you.
Well, you can watch the video because we're going to cut this thing off.
Yes, I'm sorry.
You're going to like the video because I'm going to swear and everything.
Yes.
You like that? I'm going to tell dirty jokes. I'm going to get really mad. I may even cut it off with an axe. I don't know.
It's very often.
Seriously, I am going to do that. I don't even remember who the original owner is. This thing is too far back for me to even think about that. Somebody got it somewhere along the line, and the young man who owns it now, he's owned it for a while. He did not know how much damage was done to this thing because it was covered up somehow. And he brought it in, wanted to know if I could find a buyer for it. And I did. My friend Brian Barrett down in Nashville. We thought we could do something to it and fix the neck and get everything back the way it was. Kind of, you know, we had to put a splice in it and everything, but it just didn't work out. So we're going to cut the neck off. I really wanted to keep the neck intact and sell it as a 1975 bass, which it is, but I can't do that. I can't honestly do that because it just isn't working, and Brian had suggested doing a whole bunch of things, and I thought about that, and I thought about this, and I thought back and forth, and I cannot honestly do it that way. I have to make a new neck and sell it as a 1975 bass, completely rebuilt by the people in the shop here, and it will be a 1975 bass, and it'll look exactly like this. This is the damage that was done. They actually, whoever had, something was funny up in the headstock we saw, and then I guess whoever tried to repair it got himself in trouble, and then the next thing you know, we had all this going on here. Pete put a new splice in here, thinking that that would do it, and it did kind of. Brian suggested that I take this whole section out in the center here and inlay a new block of wood. And that probably would work, but it might not. And that's a lot of time and a lot of waste going in doing all that stuff. It really makes me sad. It makes me sad that people think they can do things like that. My dad told me a long time ago, don't go in unless you have a way out, Carl. And what he meant by that was, don't be screwing around with something if you don't know what you're doing and you don't have a way out. And I always use this example around. I tell people, for instance, you don't want me to adjust your carburetor on your car. You don't want me to do that. Oh yeah, I'm reasonably mechanical. I know how to turn a screw and I know how to do a lot of things. But I don't know how to adjust your carburetor. I might be able to turn that screw or that thing that adjusts it. But if something goes wrong while I'm doing that, I'm dead. I don't know what to do. I have no way out. Just like my dad said. And that's a good lesson for all of you out there to learn. Don't think you can do something. If you can't do it, find out or get somebody to help you do it. Don't be going in there screwing around with something when you don't know what the hell you're doing, because this is what happens. And if I had the guy, well, I'm not going to go there, but he'd be hurting, I can assure you. It's the same thing with music. You come up on my bandstand and you tell me you can play and you know how to do this and you know how to do that. All I can say for you is you better damn well know how to do it. Because the people I play with, as nice as they are, and they are all, ladies and gentlemen, they're all great musicians. Now they'll eat you up if you pull that shit. If you're an amateur, there's nothing wrong with that. You can be an amateur. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Don't pretend you're something that you're not. Don't pretend that you know how to fix these things if you don't know how to do it. Because all you do is cause trouble. And you come up on my bandstand like that, and you come up there and you're going to call yourself a singer, you better damn well know how to sing. Don't be waiting for the intro to come by and say, oh, I don't know where to come in. Huh? You said you were a singer. I'm not sure what key I do. You said you were a singer. No. I know most people don't see me like this. The guys in the shop see me like this quite often because it gets to be a little annoying after a while. You know, I've been doing this shit for a long time. And I'll tell you the truth, it ain't a barrel of laughs. It's a big responsibility what I do here. Putting my name on all these instruments and making sure everything's okay, and you know, we're having some problems with some wood now that I'm seeing things, and we're going to straighten that out. We're going to take a couple of days and just straighten out some things that were not quite the way I thought they should be. But that's the only way I travel. I'm not going to do that. I don't have a lot of money. I probably never will make a lot of money, but I'm not going to do that. And anyway, I think that's probably all I want to say. I just want to make it clear that I really feel bad. I really feel bad. I don't want to cut this neck off. We put it on. Somebody did over there. That hurts. But we're going to do it. Thank you. We're going to pause and then we're going to set things up and then we'll turn the camera back on and we'll show you how we do it. Yeah. I'm going to take the hacksaw and go in and cut right through the rod first. We have to cut through the rod before we can do anything else. And then I think after that, I'll leave it for Pete. Come in tomorrow. You're going to come in tomorrow, and then Pete will clean out the neck joint. And when we get done with it, I mean, I actually could, if I was the wrong kind of a person, no one would ever even know that we did that. I want you all to know that too, that I will not sell this as a whole 1975 bass after I do that work. I can't do that. I could have. I could have just taken this neck off before we even told Brian or anybody else. We could have made the neck, put it in, and made it look exactly the way it does now, and put a couple little dings on here and there to age it a little bit. I could have done that, put the number back on. No one would ever know that this was not the original neck. But I can't do that. No, I won't do that. So that's where we're at. I'm going to take a little break, and then we're going to set things up here, and I'll cut it off, and then Pete will come in tomorrow and clean out the pocket. Yeah. Okay, Joe, thanks. We'll just do it in a minute. Sorry, guys, I'm a little pissed. I really am. I've had a problem with this, you know. Okay.